the honors, my dear. So, tell me, Zaleski, how much Polish hatred do you listen to in your confessions?
I listen to Polish suffering.
You want to know the truth, priest? Where there's no culture, there can't be any suffering. Only instincts.
The Polish people will eventually love us. Right now they're asleep.
I love you, and you're asleep.
They say that Polish women don't wash very often.
It's not their fault. They don't have any soap.
Yeah, they can't use that excuse much longer. We found a new way in Germany to make soap out of something that doesn't cost a pfennig. Excellent soap. With a nice silky foam. I've already put in a large order for these Polish ladies. Soap made out of excrement.
You are not laughing?
You can stay here.
Sit down!
Come now. Sit down. You are going to make him mad? Come now.
I have ordered the families of the dead in the Krakow ghetto to pay for their funerals.
I'm sure that the mortality rate will drop from one day to the next.
Exactly. It has dropped.
All Jews are sick. And sick people have a tendency to wallow in filth.
Filth is their natural flavoring. They're a decadent race, a bunch of degenerates incapable of raising and taking care of their children like we do in Germany. Pigs.
Jewish children are not children.
What did you say?
German children are clean. Jewish children are dirty. German children have teeth. Jewish children don't have any teeth. German children sleep on mattresses. Jewish children next to tables laid out with the dead. German children play. Jewish children in the ghettos don't know how to play. They really are degenerate children. Their only entertainment is to go watch their parents, brothers and sisters being shot. Their only fun is watching their mothers be murdered. German children smile. Jewish children don't smile. German children walk. Jewish children don't walk. You'll never teach them how to smile and how to walk, even if you try to make them obey by whipping them. Never. Don't you know that Jewish children don't have legs? Jewish children have wings! You might as well have me shot.
Polish priest. How do they do it, huh? They have wings? Huh? Cheep! 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 Cheep!
What are you writing?
A play.
About what?
Sorrow.
I'm leaving now, Karol, to reach you. If you can, meet me at Rapszczyn on the road for Częstochowa. What I have to tell you is so atrocious. I don't have any tears left. No heart left. You remember the synagogue in Wadowice? We could see it from the Kluger's hiding place.
What was that?
Nothing, Grandma. They blew up an unexploded bomb. Get out of here before they find you, my love. Get out of here. They are beginning to take away old people and the sick. What for? Where do they take them? Do they look after them?
I don't know.
I wasn't prepared for any of this. Why doesn't anybody speak up in the rest of the world? People who keep quiet while others are murdered are just as bad as the murderers. Yusuk's dead, isn't he?
No.
He promised to write me. Maybe he did it, but his letters never reached me. Will you give me a kiss, please?
Wisława's unstaring eyes frightened me. Those big, beautiful eyes of hers were empty now. They had turned to ashes. When they started the deportations to Auschwitz and Belzec, the Gestapo found the Klugers. I arrived there with Tadek that very day.
Mach das Gebäude frei! Raus! Sei ruhig, du Schlampe! Still jetzt! Jungschlampe! Noch Deutscher!
When evil is only imagined, you can live with it. But when it's manifest before your eyes, there is no way out.
Vorwärts! Weiter! Das muss schneller gehen! Los, Bewegung!
Say something!
Play!
Why do these horrors repeat themselves? Only they get worse. What is it that makes eyes, hearts, and minds so incapable of feeling pity and respect? Who are these human beings who have mothers and sisters and children? Who have husbands and wives they hug at night? Are these creatures made in God's image, Karol? Where is God?
You, Mary, are Queen of Poland, and God has made Częstochowa your throne. Defend us. Be our shield. Make us strong so that we can drive back the enemy. Come to our rescue. Bring us peace.
Why don't I have an answer? Why does man force another human being to live in absolute pain? Without hope?
How can we answer to all this? How many millions of monsters are there on this earth, Thomas? Why must the innocent pay? How many more innocents still have to be born just to be exterminated?
I was staring those Nazis in the eyes. The evil I saw there was so radical, so incomprehensible, obscene. And I felt like killing them. And I'm a priest. I feel guilty about that. I don't want to hate like they do. Love. Love. Only love can keep men from falling into an abyss.
Where were you today?
I was standing in line waiting to get us some bread. There was none left.
Every time you go out, I am afraid you never come back.
I have to go out, Dad. We have to eat, we have to live. Who's there?
Tomasz.
What are you doing out after the curfew?
How are you feeling, Mr. Pt2?
Back to my old self once again, or almost.
Karol, I found your job in a quarry. Here. Without this, they'll deport you.
Thank you. Are those all work permits?
Work permits and first baptismal certificates for Jews.
Bring us some of Victor's vodka, Karol. A medical student brought it to me when I finished my quinine. He said it would have exactly the same effect.
Thank you, Mr. Pt2, but I can't. I have to go.
No.
Unum corret anima una.
Strong. What quarry did you work in before?
I'm a student.
Students. Don't like students. A bunch of smart Alecs who don't know anything about real life.
All right, I'm a worker then.
You're late.
I'm sorry.
We're thinking about joining one of the armed groups. All of us.
I'm not. You fight with weapons. I want to fight with words. We had a theater. Theater has to go on.
Where? What stage? What audience?
Our theater has to go underground. In apartments, basements. We have to keep the word alive.
Poland's in the grip of terror and insanity. And you want to put on plays? You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
The only thing left is to take up arms.
Yes. The word's mightier than the bullet.
Try that with a gun pointed at your head.
What about you, Karol?
We are going now. Come on.
Wait. I understand and respect people who resort to weapons. The Nazis exterminate people and want to exterminate our culture too. They want to wipe out the Polish language. But the only way we'll be able to have a future is if we save our past. But whoever chooses weapons has every right to do so. However, Kotlarczyk is right too. We have to keep our culture alive. Let's take the theater underground. Because remember, theater is the conscience of life.
You will have your theater, and we will have our guns.
All right. We are fighting the same battle, with the same hope against the same evil.
Okay. Come on.
I'm sorry.
Excuse me, I know it's late. My name is Karol Wojtyła. I have to speak to Mr. Szyńska.
I don't allow my lodgers to receive men in the rooms.
This is urgent and serious, and I won't be long.
Tuszyńska! This gentleman apparently has something urgent and serious to say to you. Do you know him?
Yes, I do, Mrs. Białek.
All right. But leave the door open.
Thank you. I know you're brave. And I know that you have been hurt so much that you want revenge.
No. The word you want is justice, not revenge.
Yes, you're right. Justice. But I know you so well. No matter how strong and brave you are, no matter how hard you think you are now, you're still the same little girl who used to get all mixed up and depressed by people's lies and violence.
I'm not that little girl anymore.
Your heart hasn't changed. And killing won't come easily to you. You and I aren't cowards, you know that. Just the opposite. The truth is, we'd rather get killed instead of killing. And I don't want you to get killed.
Have you said what you came to say?
No.
Yes, he has.
She says you have.
Please.
Stop now.
Hey, your book. Books. These are times for blood and rifles.
There's always time for books.
We're waiting for Hanya. I knew it. I told you she wouldn't come. Magda will play her part.
Let's wait a few more minutes.
What's wrong? Don't you like my acting?
No, that's not what I mean. It's just that... Here she is.
The music even louder grew and faster. The suddenly false chord from the master.
Like hissing snakes or shattering glass that chilled their hearts, and with a dire foreboding filled.
And even louder grew their music roar. And you could hear...
Wojtyla is my best friend. What do you do?
I'm a concert pianist.
I break stones.
Soon they lifted up their hands again.
Alle absitzen! Los! Sie bleiben in Bereitschaft!
And from trumpets to the heavens spread that march of triumph. Poland is not dead!
Das ist eine illegale Versammlung!
Das ist nicht wahr.
Wir feiern die Verlobung meiner Freundin.
Verlobung?
Ja, Verlobung. Engagement.
Wir feiern. The little rascals went and got engaged.
Nein, danke. I'm the best man. Novak's the name. I was in love with this beautiful maid once, but she chose him instead. So, what I mean is, I would like to say congratulations and good luck.
100 lat, 100 lat, niech żyją nam. 100 lat, 100 lat, niech żyją nam. Jeszcze raz, niech żyją nam. Niech żyją nam.
In another life, Krystyna.
Karol, they caught Victor and Christina. They shot them on the spot.
I'm asking you to rid yourself of any compassion you might have. We must exterminate Jews wherever we find them, every chance we get. And we must eliminate Poles who helped them, starting with priests. Sees up to 10,000 eliminations a day in Auschwitz. An excellent result. Why are you looking at me like that?
Like what?
Like someone who's not listening!
I was listening very carefully, Governor General.
Good. Very good.
Where do you think you are going? You want to get yourself shot out in the street?
Who are you?
Jan Tiranovsky. And who are you?
You're going to burn your fingers.
One goes out, another lights up. If you feel you have to talk, I can keep this up for as long as you like. You haven't told me your name yet.
Karol. I have to go now. I'm looking for my friend. He's a priest. I need a mass said.
A mass for the dead. We will win with love, not with guns.
How can you say that with Nazis outside the door?
The Nazis will disappear because evil will devour itself. But
if love doesn't win out, the Nazis would just come back under a different name. Is that what you mean?
Exactly. St. John of the Cross, for you a surprise. It will become your bedside reading.
Thank you. You are giving absolution to a Nazi?
History makes good people face terrible choices too. And they feel like they're walking bad because they've been forced to kill their souls first. I'm here for them more than I am for you.
They killed Victor and Christina.
I know. Don't go to their funerals. The Nazis are just waiting for something like that to arrest all of you. I'll come join you and we'll celebrate a secret mass.
Tomasz. But where is the line? Where is the line that divides all those who paid too little from those who paid too much? And what side am I on? I don't know.
You're on the side of those who have to hope.
The theater. My life's dream is all over.
What do you mean?
I can't see anything anymore for all the pain. Everything's so dark, so dark. The world is blind and deaf. Defending couch is not enough. There's always a gun, but I'd never be able to kill anyone.
I told you. You must never, ever lose hope. You must never lose the marvelous meaning of life and love. Despite everything evil men are capable of.
To get to where you are not, you have to pass through where you are not. To reach the place of possessing all, desire to possess nothing. To reach the place of being all, desire to be nothing.
may perpetual light shine upon you.
I want to find the same reasons you have to believe and hope. I want to enter a monastery.
Karol, in times like this, people need priests with them. Don't shut up in some monastery.
I've been thinking about what I'm giving up. I keep thinking about the choice. The meaning of the choice I want to make. And I wonder, is it because I want to hide? Or because I feel guilty for all the pain I see? Or is there something deeper? Is God calling me?
John wrote in his gospel that Jesus said, "You have not chosen me, but I have chosen you." The door is open. It's up to you now.
Inter sanctos ed electos tuos, resuscitati respirent. Per Christum Dominum nostrum. Amen.
Requiescant in pace.
Amen.
The loss of loved ones is always devastating. The ancients used to find consolation by saying that the gods called the dearest back to themselves. But faith is not a consolation. Faith gives meaning to life and death. Here's to your generous life, Christine and Victor. Here's to your courageous deaths. They give meaning to the dreams that you won't be able to tell us about anymore.
Faith is a dark night. Faith is found in the darkness, deep down in man, where the mystery of God and love lies hidden.
Karol! Karol! The dynamite!
Oh, good Christ!
You're so stupid you'd die for your books. Are you all right?
Yes. Books are worth dying for.
You're a worker here. Chisel that into your thick skull. Here, put these on before you go blind.
No, you keep them.
Do as you are told. We'll need men like you, with good eyesight, when we start over again.
No, fuck.
Dad, Mrs. Kudrinska made a nice supper for you.
Dad!
Dad?
I remember sitting on your knees.
And he used to tell me stories about our heroes. I like hearing about the painter, Adam Chmielowski, who lost his leg in the January uprising. You told me that he gave up art because he realized that God was calling him to other things. So he went to live among the disinherited as someone who'd come to serve those who suffered. You've left me all alone. You've left me all alone.
Karol!
Have you been waiting for me in the rain all this time?
You're not made of sugar.
What did you say?
You're not made of sugar.
That's exactly what Karol used to say to me when I didn't want to play soccer in the rain.
I know. I was always there watching you.
Do you remember when we were rehearsing Romeo and Juliet for the school play?
Of course I do. You were Juliet, and you Romeo. What else? The lead role.
And I wanted him to be Mercutio. Do you remember what you told me?
I'd rather be a priest.
And I said that the priest is just a small role.
And I answered, I'm not talking about a play. I'm talking about my life.
Having seen the full horror of these times, everything has been pointing me towards something good. The priesthood. For the sake of every single person's dignity and for the experience of knowing myself through the knowledge of God, of living God from the inside. I want to become a priest.
Out of the depths of this evil, we must bear witness to the fact that the divine meaning of life is more important than life itself.
That's why I'm here.
The Nazis have closed down the seminary. You're risking your life. So not even your own mother is to know you'll be studying here. You continue your life as usual, but you'll study and meditate with us secretly every free moment you have during the day.
Young man, can you hear me? Is there a doctor here? This boy is dying.
Ma'am, we will handle this.
He's not German.
We have to get him to a hospital right now. Move aside.
It's better you don't touch him. He's Polish.
Franz, Hans! Don't worry.
Now come with me. Come along now.
Tomasz. Jan, welcome back. Your book helped me to make a choice.
What choice?
The darkness. The light.
You have to get better fast. Our performances aren't the same without you.
I know the officer who helped you.
You know him?
He's married with 3 children. Right now, he's in a lot of danger. He's been given a command that he has decided to refuse.
I swore to die for the greatness of the Third Reich. I am proud to die for the real Germany. Shame on you.
Zwei Schritte vor! Gewehr laden! Treten Sie zurück, Vater! Treten Sie zurück!
Thank you for helping me die, Father. I'm safe now. I can see what Germany was like when I was a boy. White houses along a river.
Vater! Treten Sie zurück!
Get out of the way, Father. They're telling you to move away from me.
My brother.
Zurücktreten! Treten Sie zurück!
Get out of the way, Father. They're going to kill you.
A new day will come when your children will see the same white houses along the river.
Legt an!
God bless you.
Who killed him? You or me? You killed him, Polish priest. And now I'm going to kill you.
May God forgive you.
According to my God, the world is ruled by honor.
The world must be ruled by love.
Shoot him.
Legt an! Zielen! Feuer!
Papers. Where is this beautiful girl going?
To church.
Which church?
St. Andrew's.
What are you going to do in church?
Pray.
We are coming to eat at your house tonight.
My papers are in order. May I go now?
Hey, pretty eyes. What's your hurry? Come with us.
Go pray. Little Polish bitch.
Excuse me, Father. You by any chance seen Karol? Karol?
I was waiting for you.
Why are you wearing a cassock?
They're shooting and deporting seminarians. The Archbishop wants us to go around dressed as priests.
Why didn't you tell me? Don't you trust me?
Of course I trust you. Honey, I trust you so much that sometimes I think about something and I get this feeling you already know it.
Well, I didn't know about this. And I can't see you spending your life confessing a bunch of old women. You're a writer, a poet, an actor, you're an artist.
I've made a decision. This is what I have to do.
What are you doing? What are you doing? You're leaving me alone.
No. He won't be alone.